What's up, everyone? If you've ever wanted a smartwatch that actually fits your lifestyle, whether you're someone who tracks every workout, wants to stay on top of notifications, or just wants something that looks good on your wrist, there's genuinely something for everyone out there right now. Smartwatches can monitor your heart, track your sleep, play your music, and even help in emergencies. In this video, we're checking out some of the best smartwatches of 2026, covering everything from budget picks to premium powerhouses. All the links are down below. Let's get started. Let's start with something that honestly doesn't make sense for the price. The Amazfit Active Max comes in at just $169, but the moment you look at it, it doesn't feel budget. You're getting a 1.5-inch AMOLED display pushing up to 3,000 nits, which is brighter than a lot of flagship watches, and a design that actually looks like a proper sports watch, not a cheap tracker. Under the hood, it focuses heavily on fitness. You've got BioCharge, which dynamically tracks your energy throughout the day instead of giving you a static score. Compared to the older Active 2, this one brings a much bigger battery, up to 25 days, plus 4 GB storage for offline music and maps, and multi-satellite GPS for better tracking outdoors. It also packs 160-plus sports modes and AI coaching through Zepp Coach, making it surprisingly capable for serious training. The real limitation is the software ecosystem. Zepp OS works fine, but it's not as polished or app-rich as Wear OS or Watch OS, so it feels more like a powerful fitness tracker than a full smartwatch. But if you care more about battery life, tracking, and value than apps and polish, this is easily one of the smartest buys under $200. Now, if you want a proper smartwatch experience on Android, the OnePlus Watch 3 steps in strong. This is one of those devices that feels premium the second you put it on: titanium bezel, sapphire glass, and a clean design that works just as well in the gym as it does in a formal setting. The rotating crown, which wasn't fully functional before, now actually makes navigation feel smooth and natural. Performance and battery are where it really separates itself. It uses a dual chip system, one for full Wear OS tasks and another for low power mode, which is how it manages up to 5 days in smart mode and even longer in power saver. Compared to the Watch 2, you're getting better usability, improved efficiency, and a more refined experience overall. You also get dual-frequency GPS, full Play Store access, and solid health tracking, including heart rate, sleep, SpO2, and vascular age. The trade-off is size and flexibility. It only comes in a large 47mm case, which can feel bulky on smaller wrists, and there's no LTE option, meaning your phone still needs to stay nearby. But if you're an Android user who wants premium build, smooth performance, and the best battery life in Wear OS right now, this is an easy recommendation. For anyone deep into Google's ecosystem, the Pixel Watch 4 is easily the most refined option they've made so far. The design still stands out. That curved edge-to-edge Actua display looks more like a piece of glass than a screen. And at 3,000 nits, it's bright enough for any condition. It also comes in 2 sizes now, which makes it a lot more accessible. This is where Google fixed most of its previous issues. Battery life is up around 25% compared to the Pixel Watch 3, performance is faster with the newer chip, and dual-band GPS improves tracking accuracy significantly. You also get deep Fitbit integration for health tracking, sleep, readiness, cardio load, plus Gemini AI built right into the watch. One standout upgrade is the addition of satellite SOS and even a user-replaceable battery, which is a rare long-term advantage. The limitation is ecosystem dependency. It works best with Pixel phones, and some features don't translate as well to other Android devices. Also, heart rate tracking can be slightly less accurate during intense workouts compared to dedicated fitness gear. But if you're in the Google ecosystem and want a clean, smart, and future-proof smartwatch, this is the one that makes the most sense. Samsung's Galaxy Watch Ultra isn't trying to be subtle. It's built to be the most powerful Android smartwatch you can wear. The titanium case, sapphire glass, and rugged design make it feel like something you can actually rely on long-term, not just wear casually. The display hits 3,000 nits and stays visible in direct sunlight without any effort. What makes this version better isn't new hardware, it's smarter software. Compared to the previous model, you're getting deeper Galaxy AI integration, including running coaching, sleep recommendations, and new metrics like vascular load and oxidative stress tracking. It still covers everything else: ECG, blood pressure, body composition, and dual-frequency GPS, all packed into one system. Battery life lands around 2 to 3 days, which is solid for this level of performance. The catch is ecosystem lock-in. To actually use all those advanced features, you need a Samsung Galaxy phone. Otherwise, you're not getting the full experience. But if you are in Samsung's ecosystem and want the most feature-packed, rugged, and premium smartwatch they offer, this is easily their flagship pick. If you're using an iPhone, the Apple Watch Series 11 is still the default choice. But this year, it actually fixes something important. The biggest upgrade is battery life, now reaching up to 24 hours, which finally makes all-day use and overnight sleep tracking realistic without constantly thinking about charging. Everything else builds on what Apple already does well. The display is more durable with improved scratch resistance, performance is smooth, and watchOS 26 brings smarter features like Workout Buddy, which adapts coaching based on your data. Health tracking remains one of the strongest here. ECG, blood oxygen, sleep tracking, and now hypertension notifications that monitor trends over time instead of one-off readings. Compared to Series 10, it's not a redesign, it's a refinement. The limitation is simple and expected. It only works with iPhone. And if you already have a recent Apple Watch, the upgrade isn't massive outside of battery life. But for iPhone users, especially first-time buyers or anyone upgrading from older models, this is still the most complete and polished smartwatch experience available. If you want the absolute top-tier Apple Watch experience, the Apple Watch Ultra 3 sits in a completely different category. This is built for people who need more than just a regular smartwatch. The titanium case is larger and more rugged, the flat sapphire display is easier to read outdoors, and the brightness pushes up to around 3,000 nits, so visibility is never an issue whether you're in direct sunlight or harsh environments. Compared to the previous Ultra model, this version focuses more on refinement than drastic changes. You still get all the advanced health tracking, ECG, blood oxygen, sleep tracking, but now with improved accuracy and better integration into watchOS. It also continues to lead in outdoor features, with dual-frequency GPS, depth tracking for diving, and extended battery life that can stretch up to around 36 hours in regular use. The action button adds quick access to workouts or custom functions, which actually becomes useful once you start using it regularly. The only real downside is the size and price. At 49mm, it's noticeably bigger than standard Apple Watches, which might not suit everyone, especially for daily wear or sleep tracking. And at this price point, it's clearly not for casual users. But if you want the most durable, feature-packed Apple Watch with better battery life and serious outdoor capabilities, this is easily the best Apple Watch you can get right now. And then there's the Garmin Fenix 8 Pro, which isn't really trying to compete with normal smartwatches. This is built for people who actually depend on their watch outdoors. The design is rugged with titanium sapphire glass and extreme durability, but the real difference shows up when you leave your phone behind. Compared to the standard Fenix 8, the Pro version adds built-in LTE and full satellite connectivity through Garmin inReach. That means you can send messages, share your location, and trigger SOS alerts literally anywhere. On top of that, you get top-tier navigation with preloaded maps, multi-band GPS, and some of the deepest training metrics available, including VO2 max, recovery tracking, and advanced performance analytics. Battery life can stretch up to 2 weeks depending on usage. The trade-off is cost and practicality. It's expensive, and the satellite features require a subscription. Plus, the size can feel bulky for everyday wear or sleep tracking. But if you're a serious runner, hiker, or someone who goes off-grid regularly, this isn't just a smartwatch. It's a tool you can rely on. That's it for today's video. Whether you're picking up your first smartwatch or looking to upgrade, there's something here for every type of person and every budget. All the product links are down in the description, so you can check out pricing and current deals. If this helped you out, a like and subscribe would mean a lot. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.